I sing of the tales of the wanderer, the rider of Yggdrasil. He gave up an eye into Mimir's well, where deeply he drank his fill.
We are building a religion. We are building it bigger. We are widening the corridors.
Hello there, this is Eric Nelson, and thank you for clicking on my channel. I am a cosplayer, a bit of a nerd, a bit of everything really. So, today I'm going to actually be giving you a cosplay tip. Now, I discovered this when I was working on my cosplay for Salt Lake Comic-Con, which is going to be of Captain Planet from Captain Planet and the Planeteers. Now, I'm going to be going into more detail on this costume, and I'll do a full review of it later. But here's a quick tip that I was not able to find anywhere online, so I just had to make it up myself. So, one of the biggest problems with this costume is getting the boots, because Captain Planet wears red boots, and red boots without enormously long heels is not very easy to find. So, what I did was I went to my local thrift store and I got some black boots and I've painted them. Now, normally you would have to get special leather paint for boots, but I would have had to go all over town to find them, and I am on a strict budget. So, yeah, I could not afford to do that. So what I did instead was I went and I figured out a way to paint them using the paint that I could get readily available. Not designed for boots, but still good. And I think the results are pretty dang good. Let me show you. I hope you can see them well enough, but if you can't hear, I'll see about getting one over here for you. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Okay. Now, I still have one layer of paint to put on there, because right now they are very, very sticky, and when they get sticky, they stick to everything. They stick to each other, they stick to other things, and when you pull them off, the paint pulls off as well. So you get it all blotchy. But I'm going to apply another layer of paint here in just a second. There we go. Just some normal acrylic, non-fabric paint. You can buy it at Walmart for about $1.50 for a bottle this big. Anyway, let me go ahead and tell you exactly what I did with this here. Now, the first thing you're going to need is spray paint. This is just standard spray paint. You can get it for 97 cents at the not the dollar store, at Walmart. And whatever color you need. You'll obviously need the boots first, of course. You're going to need some throwaway cardboard. I used an old postal box that I had lying around. And you're going to need some sponges. This one's been used, but you see my point. You can get these at the dollar store in a pack of 30 or so. Anyway, and then of course you're going to need this paint here. Now, the first thing I recommend you do is you put some newspaper down, because I didn't, and yeah. So, put some newspaper down, and then put your boots on them. And what you do is you take the throwaway cardboard, again, and you put that cardboard inside the boot so that it doesn't flop over. If it flops over, it's going to stick to itself, and then you're going to have to pull it apart, and it's going to take the paint off. So you put it in there so that it stays upright. You can also hang it if you have one of those hangers with the clips on them, but you know, I'll just work with what I got here. And you're going to want to spray paint it, pretty much. Just, you know, I recommend going about medium way out, because if you go too far, it'll start sliding down, you'll get streaks. So, yeah. But you're going to want to spray paint that. And, you know, there's some pluses and minuses to spray painting it. One of the big minuses is it does get sticky. Even after it dries, it is sticky. And it sticks to everything, and it pulls off. So, you're going to want to do a layer of spray paint, and then you can get some concealant, some sealer at the Walmart. It's like $1.50. It's just like the spray paint, except it provides a protective cover. Now you can do that. It's not necessary, but you can. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put one layer on there, actually probably 2 layers first off to start, so to make sure you get nice good coverage. 2 layers of spray paint. One can should do about 3 layers. So you can actually do up to 3 with one can. Then the concealant, if you decide to use that. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put on a layer of this paint. Just a normal acrylic paint, nothing special about it. Again, $1.50 at Walmart. And what that does is that stops it from sticking, because this stuff, when it dries, is not sticky, unlike the spray paint. So that way it doesn't stick to everything. The problem with using this paint and the spray paint is that it cracks when it flexes. So what you're going to want to do after that's dried is you're going to want to put them on and then move your foot around, maybe wear them to a couple places, and then, you know, just simulate the movement that you're going to be doing in them. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to look at the little tiny cracks. Let me get a boot here to show you. See all those little tiny cracks there? Yeah. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to spray paint them again. Make sure to get all those little tiny cracks after you spray paint them again. Then you're going to want to move your foot around them in them again after the spray paint is dried to make sure that you got all the cracks. After that, you fill in the rest of the cracks with this paint. Don't paint the whole boot over with it again. Just fill in the cracks. Make sure they are filled. Okay? That way, when it dries, even if it does crack, you're going to not see the black underneath. You're just going to see the other red that's underneath. Then you're going to spray paint it one more time, and then paint over the whole boot with this one last time to keep the stickiness off. That did not sound right. Ah, well. So I've gotten to that point right now. I've spray painted these, I don't know how many times. I've gone over them with concealant and this several times. So you're going to want to go over them in alternating ways several times to make sure that you don't get any cracks on it and that the boots are not sticky when you're done. Now when you paint over them with this, it's not going to look as shiny. The boots are not going to look as shiny as they otherwise would. They're going to look a bit dull, but they are going to have this really nice leather looking finish, and they are not going to be sticky, so they're not going to stick to every little thing. And that's the best part. It does crack. This paint does crack a lot, really easily. Sorry about that, the idiot neighbor kids are out. But yeah, this paint does crack, but if you did this right, even under the cracks, you will get the red paint. So you're not going to be able to see the black underneath there. It may not look the best, but you didn't have to go all over the town finding the leather fabric paint. And you didn't have to spend a fortune on it either. So yeah, that is my brief little tutorial on how to make these boots. Oh, by the way, you're going to want to get some paper or cardboard or something to put this paint on before you sponge it in. You know, you can get just a normal piece of paper. I used the makeup, the back of the makeup that I'm going to be using with the Captain Planet costume. Just the box on there. So yeah, don't just put it on the table or whatever. I'm on a picnic table right now, but don't just put it on there. Yeah, I'll be showing pictures of the Captain Planet costume as soon as it's done. I think I'll be doing a photo shoot later this week, so I'll get those pictures up and apply them to a video tutorial on actually how to build one. I've had so much trouble with this costume, and I've learned so much about cosplay from it. So I'll be doing a whole tutorial where I'll be talking about that. So subscribe to my channel if you'd like, and I will see you next time. I'll be doing a lot of videos like this where I'll be doing tutorials on how to make cosplays, cosplay tips, and how to do things like this on a budget, how to do things out of character. For example, say you're fat and you want to do a skinny cosplay or whatnot, you know, I'll show you how to do that or something like that. And I'll also be doing a lot of other videos of various things. I'll be guest starring on a few friends' videos, and I'll see if I can get those on my channel as well. But yeah, this is it for now. This is Eric Nelson, cosplay expert, signing off.